Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman, and you know, you know what? After, as well as going to the movies, God, I'm tongue-tied here, I also did a little bit of shopping today, so I figured I'd show you what I picked up. I went by Best Buy, the only store I really went by to see if they had anything, and I actually found a couple of things. I don't know if you know this, but I think it's by June or July, Best Buy is going to be phasing out all CDs. You're not going to be able to buy musical CDs anymore there. So I'm trying to grab as much stuff to build my library for the music that I loved. A lot of stuff is a lot cheaper now, but yeah, I'm definitely out of the loop as far as modern music goes. I mean, there's one band out there I just heard about, Kev, my friend from the Dorkening. He introduced me to the Interrupters. They're a ska punk band. They got a cool sound, a little bit of Rancid, a little bit of Social Distortion mixed in with a singer that's got a voice like Joan Jett. So that's about as modern as I get. So I'm going through the stuff, and I went there and I checked out what they had, and I grabbed this. I've always loved this band. Growing up in Seattle, there was the Seattle Sound, and that happened in the early 90s. But, buddies like my buddies and I, we got to see a lot of these bands before they were well known. Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Tad, the Melvins, Temple of the Dog, Mudhoney, and then there was Soundgarden. And Soundgarden started out as a metal band. And they had probably the singer, Chris Cornell, had one of the most beautiful voices. So when Soundgarden was no more, he got together with guys from Rage Against the Machine and created Audioslave. This is the first album. I've never had this album, and I love it. It's got Cochise and Show Me How to Live and Like a Stone and Set It Off. And I've always liked the music on here. I just never picked up the album. I don't know why. I do that from time to time. But yeah, grab this, and like I said, it's a good piece of music, so I'll be playing this a lot, And then I went over to the movies and didn't really see anything horror related, but I did pick up something that I liked when it came out in the theaters a few years back. When I say a few years back, I mean, 2014, I think is what it was? So a few years back. Directed by Ron Howard, starring Chris Hemsworth. It's a story of Niki Lauda and James Hunt, two Grand Prix race car drivers, and that is Rush. Yeah, this is a good movie. If you haven't seen this movie, it's definitely a fun one. I'm not really into Grand Prix or Formula One racing, but the story of these two guys, of Niki Lauda and James Hunt, and this competition that they had in the 70s, is just really interesting. Niki Lauda, an Austrian driver, was just dead set on he wanted to be the best driver he could be because he was the best driver he could be. And James Hunt was just he was just a cock with the walk. He was he was the guy that was the playboy, and he could drive as good as anybody else, but he also got he got the glory because he was the good looking one as compared to Niki Lauda, who wasn't a bad-looking guy, but it just, when you watch the movie, you kind of see that the way things go. It's like one's got talent and one's got women, So those are the two things I picked up. I don't know if you guys picked anything up this weekend. Check, do me a favor, drop a comment. Tell me if you have picked up anything. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words. Sorry about that. So, like I said all the time, like, subscribe, share, and comment. Always comment because I want to know what you have to say. With that, of course, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.